Hi, everyone. It's been a minute. Wanted to give it proper time. I had some stuff to do over the weekend. You know, like fun stuff, like social stuff, like real life friend stuff, which is arguably better. But I want to try out Awakenings. It's been a solid 10 years. I don't remember the plot or anything. Are we freezing already? Why are we freezing already? No, we're not. Okay. So, as you may remember, our hero, Olathiel, the Grey Warden, the saddest elf, has tragically died after being dumped by the only man she ever loved. Not actually, she got around, but that's okay. And then sacrificed herself to kill the dragon. So naturally, she's gone, and she can't come back. But I also don't want to make a brand new character, so her twin sister, who has the same first and last name, is coming in. This one is my handsomest character. Made him just be evil. Made him just be evil. Haven't done anything else with him. Haven't done anything else with him. Haven't done anything else with him. Made her just unlock the Liliana romance. Haven't done anything else with him. Haven't done anything else with her. Oh. Right, and we gave her the DLC armor, so she's been de-equipped, but I think it's merged with her stats, so she'll just be stronger. It's the second cheatiest thing you can do after duping, which I've only done on the Bindan character because he's the handsomest one. I will at some point run another character through the first game, but not this one.
With the death of the Archdemon, the Blight was defeated. But the Darkspawn did not simply disappear. Most of the Horde scattered north from Denerim towards the coastlands. And there fractured into warring tribes. The region fell into chaos as the Darkspawn emerged from hidden lairs to terrorize the countryside. As the new Warden Commander of Ferelden, it is your responsibility to rebuild the Order and deal with the lingering threat. You have come to Amaranthine to join the rest of the Grey Wardens at Vigil's Keep, once home to Arl Rendenhau, but now property of the Order. The lack of a proper welcoming party as you grow close, however, indicates that something is amiss.
What's going on? Why are there no wardens here to greet us? Something is wrong. Quickly, Commander!
Oh, jeez. Alright, let's blow everyone up.
Watch for their blood.
Oh, right. Friendly fire. Mahari, not Mabari. I don't have my dog. I don't like this. It's I don't know.
Let's make it quick, shall we? Only one shall stand!
Yeah, good.
It's you, the hero of Ferelden. Oh, thank the Maker.
The hero of Ferelden's dead, but sure.
There was someone right behind me. Mage. He might have been a warden, I don't know. All I heard was screams and people dying. I got out as fast as I could and ran into these... You need to help them. You need to do something.
You need to eat something, my dude.
I think there was a mage right behind me. He might have been a warden.
Sorry.
I'll see if I can't find some help. There has to be a patrol on the road.
Oh, I see how it is.
Don't have a lot of time, Commander. Oh, pardon me, Commander. I'd assumed proper introductions would be taken care of at the keep. My name is Myri. I was a knight in the King's service until I was recruited a month ago, but I haven't taken my joining yet. The Seneschal sent me to bring you back. I was not expecting this.
Yeah, it's street cleaners.
This isn't a blight. How could they be so organized? I don't understand. Other than an archdemon, you mean? Frightening thought. This is Vigil's keep, which once belonged to Arl Howe. Considering what he did to you and the rest of the Order, losing their lands is probably the least of his family's problems. Varel the Seneschal. He is the keep steward, I believe, working for the Wardens. Right, let's teach these evil bastards a lesson.
Language. Okay, I do like this hat, but we're not keeping this. Corruption. Oh, cool. I've still got most of the stuff from, okay. I can fairly quickly get back into the swing of things. Yeah, we're good. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, I think. Okay. Are these better? No. What's your deal? You got anything worth stealing? Nah, you can keep your stuff. Champion, Templar, Reaver. Still haven't unlocked those. The Reaver you unlock, I did on the alternate Doopy character. And I'm just going to pick up all the achievements on that one because he's strong enough he can solo stuff and it's easier. I'll post a video or two later. But you get the Reaver from, it turns out, when you're getting the ashes, and you talk to that guy that on this character we didn't even talk to really. We were just like, we're here to stop you from hurting people. And he attacked us. If you go with something else, you can talk to him for an extended period and get that and get the option to poison the ashes and do some other stuff. Which if you do, will turn Liliana and win against you, but they weren't in my party, so it was fine. These are new. Rune crafting. So take that. Was it Bowden or his kid? Or his thing. Okay, these are just stats. Alright, okay, alright. That's cool. Sure, yeah. Yeah, whatever. I don't care about you yet, but I might later. I miss my old party, but that can't be helped. For you. Not your scarecrow. Can I recruit the scarecrow? Probably not.
On it.
What else we got? That's right. Alright, we're good again. Let's Still saving that for the golems. Although I can probably dupe that one too.
Darkspawn. Oh, watch for their blood.
Guard's assistance.
As you wish. Is it just me or do you think you have a chance?
Oh, hello.
They can guide my blade! Come now, defend yourself!
If you find others, send them to me.
Yeah. Guess these guys are gonna work for me, so it's in my best interest to have as few of them die as possible. Alright, we got a main gate. It's not doing its job.
I'll be at the front gate, sir. If you find others, send them to me.
Alright. We can't go inside there. We got big old holes in our stuff. We got
This should be
new
easy
plants
enough.
to pick. We're into it. We're back. We're back on our feet. We've got our groove back already. We're good. It's the squad. That's okay. Maybe you can be the squad later. Yeah, you got your own glow thing. You got your own glow thing. You're good. Alright, okay.
Destroy the feed.
Blow 'em up. You.
On it.
Do I have friendly fire on? What's my, Oh. Let's, switch that real quick, because I don't want to work for it. I just want to get the story.
Say,
Did that keep? Yeah. We're good.
don't make it you came along when you did.
This should be easy enough.
I think Shale's gone. Actually, don't know. I don't think they're coming back. Ooh. Oh, well.
I thought I was done for. Thank you.
You're good. What's this? What's all this? Nothing. This is a nice fort. I kind of like this better than Dragon's Peak look or whatever. It's just all snowy and huge. Well, it's pretty big. We got trees. We got. What's that? Oh.
Destroy the feed.
Get it.
Look at this! I love it! Stay still! It's over
I saw something over there. Who's that? Who's that?
Help me! I can't take him on my own!
Next!
Don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come. We're running out of bandages here. There are supplies on the other side of the courtyard. Bring bandages, hurry!
On it.
Bandages. I can do that. Is he alive? Oh. Oh, you're all alive. Okay, we got a backup.
This should be easy
That's
enough.
cool. Storm chaser helm. What is a storm chaser helm? It's got better defense, it's got better armor. No, worse armor, but better everything else. Alright, we're cool. I wonder if I should have de-equipped the rest of my squad before this. Wynn's gotten the best armor, and she's off who knows where.
Let's get started.
Sure. Huh.
Let's make this quick, shall we? Time for some fun.
How's your health?
Right. This should be easy enough. On it.
I'll come back when it's safe, sir.
Hey! Hey!
Right.
What do I... Oh, I haven't unlocked Blood Mage yet, huh? Not yet unlocked. Requires level 20. These are new. I feel like I should save my stuff for, whatever you use to to get them dudes. 'Cause I think I already have. Oh wait, this is new. This is all new. Significant chance of resisting hostile spells or evading physical attacks while that spell is active. Yeah, it's always active, right? That's this one. Okay. So chance of both when the spell is inactive. Attunement. Surrounding magical entities. Bonuses to willpower. We need all that. Time spiral. Repulsion field. But man, it's consumed each time a creature is knocked back, so that's one of those ones that you turn on, but then it goes away, like whatever that spirit healer thing was. Sustain. Yeah, during continuously. Projectile consumes a small amount of mana. Spell effect consumes a small amount of mana. So these are all. This is all turned on, then you'll run out and it'll turn itself off real quick. So we're going this. Let's turn this back on, see what it do, if anything. Yeah. Oh yeah. New look, new game, new me. It's a little distracting actually, but that's okay.
Oh, these will help greatly. Thank you.
I'm not a stealth character. It's alright that you can see me from 7 miles away. Here we go!
Unbelievable. The keep has been overwhelmed. How did the wardens not sense the darkspawn coming? I don't understand it.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Not many. A dozen, perhaps? There are other soldiers who came with them, however. For the Darkspawn to have ambushed the keep so effectively, I didn't know they were capable of such a thing. No, I can help you. I'll prove it.
All right.
Let's get started.
Okay.
Right.
Bastards. What was that? What was that? What was that? Okay, okay.
I didn't do it.
Nice.
Hey, I recognize you from the circle. I know what they've been saying about me, but this, not my doing. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not broken up about them dying, to be perfectly honest. Biff there made the funniest gurgle when he went down.
Yeah, I don't remember you.
Of course. Well, they helped. A little. Before they tragically died. You may call me Anders, my dear lady. I am a mage, and sadly a wanted apostate.
An apostate? At Vigil's Keep?
You weren't here when we arrived. I'm sure I would have remembered such a lovely woman as yourself. We were just stopping here on our way back to the tower. Just a short rest, they said, and now they're dead. Such a shame.
So Anders, he's cool in this game. He winds up being a totally different character in the next game, and it's actually kind of odd writing, but I don't really like the next game. I like all the different DLC on this one. Hey, Robert Zero, welcome. Robot Zero? Robert Zero, I think.
That's what they call someone who doesn't believe in being chained up in the tower, so yes, I suppose I am. The Templars captured me and were taking me back, and then, you know, Darkspawn attacked. Could be a sign, yes?
Yeah, we're friends.
Then you have it.
Are you sure about this, Commander?
I can't say I'm fond of these Darkspawn, even though I'm no Grey Warden. Let's deal with them now, and we can discuss what comes later. Later.
Yeah, fuck the police. Alright, alright, alright. I got Spirit Healer already. That's handy. I should be waiting, right? These will unlock later. Some of them will. Yeah, we'll see. We'll decide later. Do that though. Do that. And sure. 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 Yeah. Okay, we've got that. There's a lot all at once. That's enough for now. If you can ice our weapons, and I can fire our weapons, and we've got ice fire weapons, and what more can I ever ask for? Okay. Alright, he was in jail.
As
We're
you wish.
figuring it out. We got the mystery. Oh.
Get to safety, quickly!
I need to get out of here.
I'm a little worried this shield thing's gonna give me motion sickness. This is pretty distracting. But maybe we're fine. Rooftop. Something significant's gonna happen. I can tell this already. What if? Yeah.
As you wish.
Please. Beastmaster. You ever watch that show? What? Don't die after the battle. Come on. Come on. You died during the battle or not at all. That's the rule. Alright, I was wrong. I thought something would happen there. I don't know where that memory comes from. Sure. Resale value. Okay, okay. I know where we are. No, I don't. Yes, I do. How do we get... Okay, okay, well... Okay.
As you wish.
We cannot? How do we leave? Press further into the keep. Got that. Search for other survivors and rescue them. Got that. Oh. No?
This should be easy enough.
No. Alright. This probably means I've skipped something that should be obvious and wasn't. So... Is there a switch? Switch somewhere? Switch out here, maybe? Switch on the wall? Ah!
Oh, we're scared now! Don't come over here! Ha!
Hell yeah.
It'll take more than that to kill us, beasties! Come again if you dare!
Why did we ever stop using indiscriminate landmines? Look.
On it.
No, don't. Run through the thing, you can lose the shot.
This should be easy enough.
Yes, please.
Right.
Sure. Sure. Wait, was that dwarf up here? Where did I go talk to the dwarf? No? He's gone. Alright, he's gone. Ignore the...
Make her have mercy!
Quick, get yourselves to safety.
Thanks.
Okay. Alright, can I steal that armor? Can I wear that? No? Alright, alright.
Watch their blood.
A little bit hard to see what I can. Back for bosses or something.
This should be easy enough. Let's get started.
Wait, no. We gotta mulch all the dead people. There we go. We can go any number of directions. Left is right and right is wrong. Clockwise. Okay.
Right.
Barrier room, that's new. Okay, so it doesn't matter that much. Let's do this. Let's do this.
You never had a chance. This should be easy enough.
Get to safety, quickly!
Right.
Is that better? Not really, huh?
Someone help!
Oh!
Quick, get yourselves to safety.
May her bless you.
Alright. Sure. Okay. Did we already do this? We did not already do this. Sleeper. This. No levers? No levers. Okay. Sure. Oh shit!
Blood.
It's not dead.
Only one shall stand.
Aha! There you are! When these darkspawn showed up, I thought, just you wait until the new commander gets here and you'll all be spitting teeth out of your arses. Followed the screaming, and sure enough, here you are. Good on ya! Doubting your eyes, huh? I get like that after the 5th bottle or so. Came here thinking I might try my hand at becoming a bona fide Grey Warden.
He was here when I left. I can't believe the wardens didn't kick him out.
Well, hey, if it isn't the recruit with a great rack.
Yes, a prize for the wardens, to be sure.
I know. Too good to be true, right? Hey, who's the mage? Boyfriend? Should I leave you two alone?
Wow, a dwarf that smells like a brewery. You never see that anywhere.
A mage comedian. Thought those normally died young.
I find that hard to believe.
As do I.
Shut up.
Now, let's go introduce some darkspawn arses to my foot. Only polite thing to do.
Alright. Alright. Let's go champion first, 'cause I think that's the one that gets you the, Yep, that. Yep, that. The secrets of sleeping soundly. Ancient techniques of meditation. Alright. Diet of more nourishing foods. Regimen of strenuous exercise. These are a joke, right? I mean, I like them, but they're a joke. Let's save a point for when we've unlocked the level stuff. That was the thing I didn't used to do, was save points. Okay, war cry. Nearby enemies are knocked down. Rally. Sustained, that's what I want. Most attack and defense while it's active. So you're a walking buff. Excellent. Excellent. Now, use it all the time. Where was the thing? Maybe not room for the thing. Indomitable. And is this the one? Yeah. Come on. Alright. Lost that one. Good. Cool, good. Good and cool.
Right. Yep. This should be easy enough.
Oh, we got no one, huh? Well, Ogren's now the favorite because I recognize him. That's all it takes sometimes.
Myri?
Roland! Commander, Roland was a knight recruited from Denerim like me. We must do something for him.
He looks beyond healing magic. Maybe a shot of whiskey for the pain?
I like the way you think.
Stop joking! This isn't funny.
The commander?
Yeah, what's going on?
We only had a moment's warning. Before they were on us, Commander. The Seneschal ordered a counterattack, but they came out of nowhere. There's one with them. A darkspawn who talks. His magic is powerful.
A talking darkspawn? The lad must be delirious.
There's something in my blood. It hurts. It went that way after the Seneschal.
will avenge you, Roland. I swear it.
His armor.
Right.
Ooh.
As you less fighting, more dying, blast you!
On pause screen, sorry.
Move and carry striking kills!
Constant wavering, but on pause screen, it's fine.
Let's get started. Here we go! Strike!
Another one? Good job, Mary? Mahari? Kalahari? What's in here? That. Sure.
Right. This should be easy enough.
What should be easy enough? Tempest room? Oh, right. I hope I can sell some of this stuff soon. Running out of room. Okay. Huh.
It has ended, just as he foretold. Be taking this one gently. We are wishing no more death than is necessary.
Necessary? As if your kind has ever done anything else.
You are thinking you know of our kind, human? It is understandable, but that will soon be changed.
Others will come, creature. They will stop you.
There it is.
It seems your words be true. More than you are guessing.
It is talking.
Well, let's shut it up already.
Commander.
Capture the Grey Warden. These others, they may be killed.
The Withered. Explode. These others, they may be killed, it says.
Had it coming! Come now, defend yourself! Let's make this quick, shall we?
That's not 1 HP. Give him that. So how are you guys doing? You seen any good movies lately? Arkin, what you been up to? Been a couple months since I died?
Commander, I owe you my life. Soldiers on the road. It seems we have more company. Hopefully they're more hospitable than our previous guests.
Hey! This is gonna be awkward because I'm dead.
It looks like I've arrived a bit late. Too bad. I rather missed the whole Darkspawn killing thing.
King Alistair.
I'd wanted to come and give the Wardens a formal welcome. I certainly wasn't expecting this. What's the situation?
What Darkspawn remained have fled, Your Majesty. The Grey Wardens who had arrived from Orlais appear to be either dead or missing.
Missing? As in taken by the Darkspawn? Do they even do that?
I do not know, Your Majesty. I know only that we cannot account for all the Wardens.
I see. At least the hero of Ferelden is still here and alive. That's something, right? I'll get over it, I'm sure. You have quite the task ahead of you. Really, I'd like to help you fight Darkspawn, but you're on your own for the moment.
Hey, what am I? Chopped nug livers?
From the smell, that's not a bad guess.
I came here to join the Grey Wardens, and from the looks of it, you could use the extra hands. Now where's the giant cup? I'll gargle and spit. Ha! Well, smack my ass and call me Sally. I'm in.
I suppose all are welcome in this dire time.
Joining the Wardens, eh? Well, good luck with that.
King Alistair, Your Majesty beware, this man is a dangerous criminal.
Oh, the dwarf is a bit of an arse, but I wouldn't go that.
She means me.
This is an apostate who we were in the process of bringing back to the Circle to face justice.
Oh, please. The things you people know about justice would fit into a thimble. I'll just escape again, anyhow.
Never. I will see you hanged for what you've done here, murderer.
Murderer? But those Templars were... Oh, what's the use? You won't believe me anyhow.
It seems there isn't much to say. Unless you have something to add, Commander.
I see what you're getting at.
What? Never.
I believe the Grey Wardens still retain the right of conscription, no? I will allow it.
If Your Majesty feels it is best.
I'm Duncan.
Ah, way to go, kid. Welcome aboard.
Me? A Grey Warden? I guess that will work.
Congratulations, Sir Mage. I look forward to fighting at your side.
Then if you have everything under control, I will need to take my leave.
I believe the estate has been secured, yes. We have suffered great losses, but the Darkspawn are gone, and there are survivors. Oh, excuse my manners. I am Veril, Seneschal of Vigil's Keep, and I am most grateful for your timely rescue, Commander. I will aid you in ruling the lands of Amaranthine. But as Commander of the Grey, you are the equivalent of our Arlessa as well.
Oh, shit.
Come and speak to me soon. There are many matters to attend to, not the least of which is the joining. You will need to replenish your numbers.
The security of Ferelden relies on the Grey Wardens now, even weakened as the Order is. It will be up to you to deal with the vestiges of the Blight before the situation grows out of control. No easy task, but I'm confident you are up to it. Good luck, Commander. May the Maker watch over you.
Was that awkward? That felt awkward. Also won his armor.
Before we do anything else, Commander, there's an urgent matter we must take care of. Right now, I know of only one living warden assigned to all of Ferelden. That should be rectified. The others could aid you considerably.
Yeah. Let's do the poison hazing.
As you wish, Commander. The time has come for us to begin the joining. I shall speak the words that have been said since the first. Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand, vigilant, Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten, and that one day we shall join you. From this moment forth, Oghren, you are a Grey Warden.
What's this, the sampler size? Are you trying to say something about my height? Huh?
This is the goblet we've always used.
Really? Not bad.
Make her help us all. From this moment forth, Anders, you are a Grey Warden.
So we need to drink Darkspawn blood? That's it?
That is it, yes.
Well, all right. But if I wake up 2 weeks from now on a ship bound for Rivain in nothing but my small clothes and a tattoo on my forehead, I'm blaming you.
Whoops.
He lives, Commander, and will awaken in time. From this moment forth, Myri, you are a Grey Warden.
I have awaited this moment.
Goblet's not loading in.
I am sorry, Myri. May the Maker watch over you now.
Oh.
Poor Myri. Open the doors!
The commander must be informed about the Deep Road's entrance. It could be their base of operation.
You'd have the Wardens chase a rumor then, Captain. And even if it proves true, unless the Pilgrim's path is cleared by the time your army assembles, they'll have nothing to eat but shoe leather.
Garavel, Woolsey, the commander has had a long day.
Woolsey says some merchants escaped the Darkspawn. They can reprovision you for a reasonable fee. And the Vigil is yours. Take whatever weapons and armor you need. We'll be waiting when you're ready.
Sweet. Let's sell our garbage. Mm-hmm. Okay. Is it those two again? No, someone new. Hey, buddy.
What?
Mistress Woolsey says I can set up shop here. The merchant you saved was grateful to be alive. Restocked me for a bargain. The savings are yours, of course. You need anything, Commander?
Buy my shit. I probably should hold on to that. We don't use poison. We don't really know how. I'm sure it's pretty simple, but we don't want more inventory management. You have a backpack? You do? Hell yeah. Don't know what that does yet. Should hold on to it. Heraldry Coosland. Yeah, we can mark up our shields. Manual Shadow. Golden Cog. Yeah, that's better than what I got. Warden's Companion, almost pressed cheese knife. Can saw all of these, saw all of these. Da 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 da. Hey, old he. Is that even any good? I don't remember. We don't use those. Probably won't use that. Feel like I should hold on to that, but won't. Don't use that. Don't use that. Lion staff. Grey Warden helmet. Corruption Juggernaut helmet. Should we just get rid of the Juggernaut stuff? Nah. Might use them later. Maybe. Plus 12 defense. Yeah, that's better. We don't need robes. I like that hat, but don't need it. Okay. So for actual buying stuff. Probably should have done this first. I've cluttered up your inventory with all the stuff I didn't want. Grandmastered Reservoir Rune Tracing. Masterpiece Slow Rune Tracing. Grandmaster Silverite Rune Tracing. I guess these are what we use to make them with the new crafting dealie. Oh, certain nature salve recipe. Endurance rune tracing. Yeah, so tracing is just the recipes of the new thing. So Grandmaster Silverite. Yeah, let's take that. And call it good. Put on our new stuff. Golden cog. Nope. That's the one. Yeah. Okay. Book. Alright, we're feeling confident. We're feeling in our lane. We're feeling... That's our Howe's shield thing, huh?
You
We don't want
need
that.
anything, Commander?
What's the cross look like? How do I use it? Alright, is that better? That. Make visible. What was the Kuslan one?
You need anything, Commander?
Come on. Come on. Click into the thing. Yeah, better. Okay. Okay. Who else we got? Who else we got? Who are you guys? Ambassador Sarah. Anders, here frozen. Or you've hurt your hand. Did you hurt your hand?
I wish I could tell the first enchanter I'm a Grey Warden now. Maker, I hated that bastard.
What are we doing here? What's this about? Alright. Don't need any of that.
The Tower of Magi has sent me as an ambassador, Commander. In addition to my diplomatic function, I'm a competent enchanter and runesmith. Is there anything you need?
Fix my shit.
Of course.
Okay. We can do armor now. That's the difference. Nice. Any shields? No shields. Alright, we're good on that.
May I be of service? Certainly.
Grandmaster anything, that's what we want. Grandmaster Flame Rune Tracing. That's how you learn to make your own, I guess, but I don't have that yet. Tracing. Novice. Manual Battle Mage. Okay, yeah. Why wait? Not just from large known swords. Philosophy of the Battle Mage. That was easy. Battle Mage. What is it? What does it do? That's full up. Battle Mage. Draining Aura. Drains life from nearby enemies to heal the mage for as long as the spell is active. Yeah, that's what I wanted at the beginning of the game instead of this. Let's go. Alright. Actually, can we have both though? Is there anything wrong with having both? Yeah, we're subtle. This is a good stealth outfit. Can you tell who the main character is? Warrior's Heart. Alright, gifts. Do you have gifts, Mr. Guy? I want to force everyone to like me despite my actions.
You need anything, Commander?
And personality. Looks like no, you don't. Well, that's gonna be tricky. I have no idea how to make people like me if I can't just thoughtful gift them to death. Alright. You first.
Warden Commander, a pleasure to meet you. I'm Mistress Wolsey, sent by order of the First Warden at Whitehart. I'm to act as treasurer of the Arling of Amaranthine. He believed local men could not be trusted for this post.
One of those local men is right here, Mistress Wolsey.
I have every confidence in the Vigil's loyalty in the matter of arms. But gold corrupts even the most resolute soul.
Hell yeah.
Sir, the Arling is on the brink of economic collapse. Trade must flow. Merchant caravans are being systematically attacked somewhere along the Pilgrim's Path. It is the only route that can reliably provision an army, feed a city, and maintain civilization.
Yeah, tell me things. Oh, hey, Legend. Welcome aboard. We're doing the Awakening DLC, where this character, who died dramatically and was buried in the cutscene at the end of the last game, is just, hanging out. We're doing stuff. Don't think about it too hard.
It is the road here from Denerim. You can see why it would be important. In the city of Amaranthine, there is a trader, Mervis, whose caravans have been hit particularly hard. He may know where along the road the Darkspawn, or whatever they are striking.
Mervis.
The Fereldans are a proud people. They are proud of you, especially. Had the First Warden sent foreign fighters, it would have caused great distrust amongst the locals. Barrel was specifically chosen as seneschal because he commands great respect here.
Alright. Do I care about this? I'll pretend to.
No. It is far to the north. The fortress is said to be impregnable. It still has the areas where the griffins of old would breed. But their like will never be seen again.
How come? I want a griffin.
About the Arling, he does not. But about the implications, a great deal. When Warden Commander Dryden was cast out of Ferelden generations ago, it created a dangerous precedent. Her true story, and that of the Warden's exile, is one you yourself uncovered at Soldier's Peak, at great personal risk. We are now presented with another precedent. Wardens owning lands and commanding fealty from lesser nobles. If your Arling succeeds, it will be an example to other kingdoms that Wardens are important, blight or no. Very well, Commander.
Okay. You, sir.
Commander,
This is Sir Garavel, the new captain of the guard.
I have a matter to bring to your attention. My predecessor, Captain Rullans, and much of the senior staff were inside the keep proper at the time. How they met their fates is unknown. All we know is Darkspawn swarmed the keep. That is disturbing, Commander. But all throughout the lands we've heard rumors. Tales of new Darkspawn. Terrifying ones, forged out of nightmare and shadow. Something grave is afoot.
I mean, they could already, like, build things and forge things. They're not...
Barely any, truth be told. And none of the Wardens. But there are many soldiers still out patrolling the roads between here and Amaranthine. We can recover from this. I talked with the dwarf Voldric earlier. It's his belief, and I concur, that they came from the keep itself. The deep cellars go very deep indeed. Voldric suspects the Darkspawn found a hidden route into the keep.
Okay.
Certainly. Potentially urgent. The Orlesians, Wardens, I mean, began gathering information while they were here. The most promising lead they found was a wild tale a couple of hunters told.
Yeah.
These hunters, Colbert and, well, the other one, claim to have stumbled across an entrance to the deep roads. Darkspawn all over the place, they said. And this was before the fiends appeared throughout the whole Arling. The Wardens were just about to send someone to track down Colbert. One breeding ground, at least. Colbert and his friend are in the city of Amaranthine. Probably amongst the refugees outside the city gate. Commander.
Commander. Okay, so the city's got caravan guy and hunter guy. What do you want?
To business, then. Orlais sent a dozen wardens to the vigil to await your arrival. Nearly all died in the attack, but Kristoff is still in the field.
Kristoff.
The Orlesian wardens were uneasy that the Darkspawn weren't going to ground with the Blight ended. Kristoff was sent to track down some leads. A fortnight ago, he left in a bustle. As best we figure, he went to the city, Amaranthine.
Why was he wearing a bustle?
Wiser men than I have worried over that. One of the wardens said the Archdemon's strength gave the Horde some semblance of purpose. If they found some other purpose...
Like learning English? That's okay.
You did, but not to me. The wardens keep their own counsel. Only so many places travelers visit. I check the inns and taverns.
Alright, so everyone's in Amaranthine.
That's the only thing that needs immediate attention. Do you want something else, Commander? As much as you like, sir. Generally, the Keep's Seneschal takes care of day-to-day matters. If anything important arises, I'll alert you. We call her the Vigil. She's been around for a long spell. They say the Alamari barbarians first built a fort here to stop Tevinter incursions from the lowlands of the Waking Sea. They say that the castle is built on a mountain of bones. Much death here.
Alright, so... we should either go to town, or... we should go to the basement And block off their whatever, right? What's this?
As you wish.
Yes, excellent. Yeah. Well, that looks silly, but alright, whatever. Oh, that's not a door. That's a door. Just take my only two friends with me. Here we go. Going to town. Or the basement. Or mountain path? I don't know.
Blimey, Commander of the Grey. Right. A while back they caught a thief in the vigil. Took 4 wardens to capture him. Gave one of the wardens a black eye, he did. Half joking, they said he might make a good recruit. He's in the dungeon, sir. I also have some letters. Arrived just before you did.
Show me.
Just give me a moment.
Sir Edmund Bensley. Faithful vassal. Bensley's a good name. First name should have been Benjamin. Benjamin Bensley. Benny Ben. My daughter and sole heir Eileen was captured by us and the snakes by a lot of miscreants. He was meager, demanded 30 sovereigns in a time frame we can't meet. You can't have my money. For you will understand my behalf, the ransom must be delivered to abandoned chantry by Forlorn Cave. To produce the ransom, will repay me in time. Fuck it. Husband passed, been looking after the family, hired hands. Darkspawn are worse, Templar checks out occasionally, limit to what he can handle. Help your family. Sure. It's not going to cost me anything, is it? Prisoner. Ooh, what do you want?
I don't mean to alarm you, Commander, but it's possible there are still Darkspawn in the Vigil.
Yeah, in the basement.
Let me explain. You know Dworkin? That mad dwarf's bombs shook the whole keep. Some of the deep cellars caved in. I suspect that there are pockets of Darkspawn below, trapped. In time, they may dig their way out.
I'm getting seasick. Darkspawn, not digging.
We have men who can unearth the rubble at your command. Whenever you're ready, I can take you to the basement. Of course.
Alright, cool. So I'm gonna do that as soon as... What's this? Prisoner. Don't freeze. Excellent. This is a nice dungeon from someplace Arl Howe used to own. Wasn't he the torture guy? I feel like he was the torture guy. Bear's Embrace?
Ah, Commander. Good thing you're here. This one's been locked up 3 nights now. Good men died while this one was protected in his cell. He won't give his name. All I know is he was caught poking around the estate in the middle of the night. I'd say he was just a thief. But it took 4 Grey Wardens to capture him. You best be careful. Whoever he is, he's no ordinary burglar, that's for sure. As you wish, Commander. I'll tell the Seneschal you came. He'll want to know what you decide to do with this man.
Alright, alright. Nathaniel. I guessed his name.
If it isn't the great hero, conqueror of the blight and vanquisher of all evil. Aren't you supposed to be 10 feet tall with lightning bolts shooting out of your eyes?
I can do lightning.
Somehow I just thought that my father's murderer would be, more impressive. I am Nathaniel Howe. My family owned these lands until you showed up. Do you even remember my father?
Yeah.
My father served the hero of Riverdane and fought against the Orlesians, yet our family lost everything. I came here. I thought I was going to try to kill you, to lay a trap for you. But then I realized I just wanted to reclaim some of my family's things. It's all I have left.
Sorry about your father, but...
If you're asking whether I knew what he was up to, the answer is no. I was squired in the Free Marches. Look, I know you're a hero. You fought a war and you won, and to the victor go the spoils, right? Whatever my father did, however, shouldn't harm my whole family. The Howes are pariahs now. Those of us left. It's all thanks to you. And now you get to decide my fate. Ha! Ironic, isn't it?
This would be a lot more satisfying for the Kuslan character. We gotta turn this off before we talk to people in the future. Note to self.
You're right. I'll go join King Alistair's service immediately. He'd be certain to give a Howe another chance. The Howes served Ferelden for 12 generations. My ancestors served under King Calenhad. And now it's all lost. So go ahead and do what you're going to do. The Darkspawn are a menace. If it weren't for the Blight, maybe my father would never have done what he did. But I can't do anything about them, can I? There's just you and the Grey Wardens here in my home. I'm not without skills. My time abroad wasn't spent chasing skirts and drinking wine.
I mean, like, real life, I lost my house to just some folks with more money, so I get why I'd be bummed. Because my parents made bad decisions about it. And mortgages and borrowing against the house for every damn new hobby and stuff, so I get it. Torture and murdering the Kuslans isn't just like a hobby, though.
Hunting, scouting, poisons. Why? What do you care? If you let me go... I don't know. I only came back to Ferelden a month ago. If you let me go, I'll probably come back here. You might not catch me next time.
You definitely will.
I could lie, if you prefer. All ready? Good.
I brought the seneschal for you, Commander.
I see you've spoken to our guest. Quite the handful, isn't he? Have you decided what's to be done with him? A Howe? He figures that they would turn up again. The Howes are implacable enemies, Commander.
Yeah, let's do it.
You what?
I'm sorry, Commander. The right of conscription. On the prisoner.
No, absolutely not. Hang me first. Hard to say. You like having Grey Wardens who want you dead?
That's actually true.
You really want a Howe as a Grey Warden? You are a very strange woman. I can't decide if this is a vote of confidence or punishment.
Yes.
An interesting decision, Commander. Come with me, sir. We'll see if you survive the joining.
Or we just hang, that makes sense, but...
From this moment forth, Nathaniel Howe, you are a Grey Warden.
The moment of truth.
How come he gets the cup?
The Howe is stronger than I expected. For better or for worse, he will live.
Alright. Alright. Got more stuff already. Where is it? I want to talk to him. Actually, can I do... Okay, so this is new camp. So he's alive. He's neutral towards me, which is weird. And Ogren's neutral towards me, even though he loved me a second ago. Damn it.
Commander, the Lords of Amaranthine have come to swear fealty to you and the Grey Wardens. These were Al Rendon Howe's vassals. Now they will be yours. Lieges and vassals are seldom of one mind, Commander. Some of these lords bore Rendon no love, but others had their prospects ruined with his demise. Tread carefully, Commander. Lords and ladies, I present the Warden Commander of Ferelden and Arl of Amaranthi.
Commander.
Oh, an elf.
Ban Esmeralda of Amaranthine. As is old custom, you have the honor of beginning.
I forgot to turn the shield
I
off.
promise that I, Ban Esmeralda, will be faithful to the Arl in matters of life, limb, and earthly honor. Never will I bear arms against her or her heirs. So I say, in the sight of the Maker.
Cool.
I promise that I, Lord Edelbreck...
And so, the ceremony is complete.
Long live the Warden Commander!
Alright, that was the whole thing. Oh, we got people here now. Okay. Okay, this is a lot all at once. That's fine. You.
Warden Commander, we've all heard so much about you. So many good things, unbelievable things. But many of your deeds cost people here a chance at great advancement. So many fortunes were deeply intertwined with the old Arl. Some nobles here, they seek to end your dominion over them.
Which ones?
I cannot give what I do not possess. I've had occasion to intercept some of their missives. They are cryptic things. Any individual message is unintelligible, but together they form a pattern. They mean to end you before you can begin. A deadly coalition. I would take this matter seriously, Warden. They know of your capabilities and they're spending a fortune to see their aims fulfilled. Given a few days, I can retrieve the messages. I would have brought them tonight, but I didn't know if warning you would be wise. I've much to lose and precious little to gain. Farewell. We will meet again soon.
Okay. Alright. I'm not super worried. I got a force field, which I should turn off to talk to people.
Honored to meet you, Warden Commander. You come to us during desperate times.
Not more about your precious farms, Edelbreck.
Some in our Arling do not have the comfort of city walls. On the plains, the situation is dire. As we feast, the peasants on our lands are starving, or worse.
The city's defenses are more important, Edelbreck.
There may be wheat in the silos now, but if the farmers die, where will you get your food? Then I pray to the Maker that your choices are wise.
Okay. What about you? No? Nothing. Alright. You guys don't talk. That's fine. Hey!
Don't worry. I'll keep my mouth firmly shut.
Alright.
Why don't I just wait in the corner then?
Alright. New quest?
I'm here to serve, Commander. I will do what can be done, but you would be wise to keep alert for trading possibilities in your journeys. If you can persuade any merchants to trade here, it would benefit the Vigil considerably.
Alright.
Very well, Commander.
Jesus. Okay. So I've been at this for like 20 minutes, and we got this so far.
Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you want the ceremony to end, I mean. Edelbrecht speaks truly, sir, but things are dire. He and Ban Esmeralda both contest the deployment of soldiers. But we don't have enough men. It's a matter of what you want to protect. The city, the land, trade. As you wish.
Whoa. That was it? Okay.
Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you want the ceremony to end. Do you know the conspirators? The right of high justice is yours, and treachery is a capital offense. She's a sly one, said Tamra, but knowledgeable about such things. Better to be a touch paranoid than turning up face down in a ditch. To proceed, we'd need strong proof, and that'll be hard to gather. There are options, some I would not recommend. They could turn the nobles fierce. We could have some soldiers try to spy on the nobility. I suppose that might bear fruit. There are also rumors of someone called the Dark Wolf, who finds information for a fee. Dangerous fellow, by all accounts.
Who's the guy in Oblivion? Is that Dark Wolf?
You could invite a member of each of the noble families to stay as prolonged guests. And if anything untoward happens, well, you get the picture. This is a terribly Orlesian thing to do.
Okay.
No idea, honestly. Somewhere in the foreign quarter of Amaranthine is all I know.
So it's the cities again.
Not bleeding likely, in truth. Good men, lousy spies. You need to head to the city then, and chase down a ghost.
Alright, alright. City stuff.
Yes. Yes.
I liked my old crew better than my new crew. New crew doesn't suck. Got Ogren. It's fine. Let's armor everyone up. Let's do the... That's not the one. This is the one. Learn to do this thing also. I gotta wait to find out what a keeper is. Okay. Meow, 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 meow. Right, you doing that. We'll see. First things first, get you a thing that doesn't... Wait, hold on. What's the best weapon? Do we got... Spellwaker 11, 10.5... Nah, this is better. You can have this. And... this. And we'll get you armor that you don't have yet. Actually, that's pretty damn good. Is that better than what I got? No, it's the same. Okay. That thing. And some shoes. And some gloves. And a cheese knife. Because fuck you. And this, why not? No? No. Okay. Need to get more stuff. What's this?
You're Rendon Howe's little blighter.
That's one way of putting it.
They talked about you in the army. Fergus Kuzlin said you wouldn't have the stones to show your face again, but you proved him wrong. I respect that.
You do?
Yeah. Throw caution to the wind, run headlong into danger, and sod the consequences. That's the only way to live.
Thanks. I think.
Yep. Don't you give a piss what the others think. Ogren's got your back.
I mean, give a piss what I think.
Commander, so this is human construction, is it? My brother said you'd need a stonemason, but he didn't know the half of it.
Who's your brother?
That I am. A proper Orzammar mason. Although, I suppose I'm a surfacer now. The Darkspawn did a number on this keep of yours, but I suspect it was crumbling well before they showed up. Your seneschal gave me some fancy decree promising men and monies to fix the vigil, but it's a paltry sum. I suppose it would be sufficient to reconstruct the walls to human standards, but who'd want that?
Nice.
I'm not certain of the character of the stone in these parts, but we'd need more men for certain. Proper skilled men, not some starving dusters, right? Which all boils down to coin, really. Don't take too long about it. It'll take a while to rebuild, and the Darkspawn aren't patient.
Alright, I'll have to sell more stuff. Just a second. Was recently given a sack of old chocolate that was new last Halloween, and it's going south, but I don't eat it before it actually does, you know?
You have time to talk about the Darkspawn and the Vigil?
Mm-hmm.
Let me explain. You know Dworkin? That mad dwarf's bombs shook the whole keep. Some of the deep cellars caved in. I suspect that there are pockets of Darkspawn below,
We've had this
trapped.
conversation.
In time, they may dig their way out.
See, it's still good, but it's like it's all white like chocolate gets. Don't know if that's shining through, but it tastes good, so whatever.
We have men who can unearth the rubble at your command. Whenever you're ready, I can take you to the basement.
Do it.
Straight away, sir. Here we are. The vigil goes deep. Real deep. The hallways down here have been crumbling for years and decades. And that blasted Dworkin's explosives didn't do the structure any favors. You heard the commander. Put your backs into it. This is where you come in. Who knows what's up ahead? We'll be back here.
Time to go kill everything. What's up here? Leave it. Okay, okay.
It's a little dark, isn't it? Were you there when my father was killed?
Don't go digging in the dust for things laid to rest. Does no one any good.
Whatever people say about him, he was still my father. And I just want to know if he suffered.
I'm not the person to ask.
Very well, Ogren. Evade the question.
Spooky basement full of statues, of course, of course.
On it.
Ooh. Return of Chunk? Adria. I know someone.
Adria. She was like a mother to me. We must save her.
Alright. I know someone named Adria in real life, so of course we're gonna save her. I think I owed her money, actually. She did an art commission for me that I was gonna pay for when it was done, and then I kept asking if it was done. And she kept sending me drafts, and then sort of stopped at one point. But the drafts are, like, finished quality, so really I should just pay her. Well, I think she thinks she quit. Oh no, actually.
On approach, watch their blood.
I don't know what the heavy hitter achievement is, but I like it. What did that turn off? Can I have those at the same time? Looks like I can. Alright, real quick though, what was heavy hitter? Oh, sweet. Alright, I'll take it.
Right.
Aha. It begins.
By my ancestors, this is a wonderful gift.
Okay.
As you wish.
Adria, you in here? Nathaniel. Okay, it drains.
Right.
Alright, listen, when they're right there anyway, you don't have to try to shoot them. You can just... What's this about? Okay. Alright. Gross. Not right now.
Let's get
You know what we need? There was a not quite the same as the Death Aura thing that would suck out mana. What was that one? Death Siphon. Yeah. Let's switch to that. And then it can help replenish this while it goes. Maybe that'll work. Is that a gift? House letters? It is. I know who that's for. Here you go.
Oh, I've always wanted one of these.
Oh, the book's for him too? Now we gotta see.
On it.
I think I can help with that.
Do it. Excellent. That's what I need you for. Here's the lockpick. It's and a ranger, because I don't know what it is. I don't know yet, but let's see. Yep, that first. Summon wolf. Summon bear. Oh yeah. Let's get a bear too. Oh, it's one at a time. So if I make you a shapeshifter, this is silly. Should we do this? We should do this. Well, we'll think about it. If we just get a squad of bears, we might do that. This looks more like a how dungeon. Alright, so that's the next part. This is...
I think I can help with that.
Do it.
This should be easy enough.
Mother always forbade us from playing in the cellars. Now I know why.
Because full of ghosts? Don't mind me, I'm grave robbing your family. Key of reveal. Reveal. It's basically reveal, come on. What's it supposed to help? Oh! Oh! Oh, we got skeletons.
Let's get started.
Nathan, use your sortings.
Weapons at the ready.
There we go. Better. Oh, yes.
This should be easy enough. As you wish.
Okay. Okay. Over there. Nope. All right.
Let's get started.
Trickster cap. What is trickster cap? Sure. Hey.
Oh, thank the Maker. Please let us out. Quick, before more of those things come.
Alright. Don't know what that was about. Adria? Adria the Ghoul.
No. No, Adria. We have to help her. There must be some way. Adria.
Enemies approaching.
There might not be a way.
Let's make this quick, shall we? That all?
Ring of Mastery. Well, you kept a spooky dungeon here, Hal. It's not my fault.
You murdered a slew of Darkspawn there. Well, you hear the stories about you and the Wardens. But to see it firsthand... Well, I'm impressed. Anyway, it looks like the explosives caved this section in. I brought along Master Voldrick.
So, this is how you humans ply your stonecraft. Disgraceful, that is. What, this would barely last a few centuries. I wager these passages may go far enough to connect to the deep roads. Aye, the Orlesian lads would have had a terrible surprise. Explains how experienced men fell to the Darkspawn. This is a grave matter. If we don't shut these tunnels, the Darkspawn can attack from below again.
And Drast's blood, there are basement entrances throughout the keep. There's no way to defend against that.
Then we follow the tunnels and hope to find a single point to block off. Never you fear, lass. With the Warden's muscle and my stonecraft, we'll find a way.
We'll need some time, but as soon as we clear it, we'll let you know.
Cool.
Of course. Are you ready? Of course.
Alright. That helped a little. How they got through all the zombies, I'm not sure. Who's over here?
You know, when your father took over the Jarl of Denerim's palace, he moved his bedroom next to the dungeon.
What are you talking about?
Sounds like someone liked to nip down for a bit of torture before bedtime.
Why are you telling me this?
Hey, everyone needs daddy issues. Just trying to help.
I'm glad someone else knows that shit.
Did we have to come all this way? It's cold here. Very cold.
It's not that cold. The Wardens have been some of our best customers, and they need us.
I miss my shop. This place is so drab. It offends my sensibilities.
Andraste, preserve me.
Forcing me to come to this dreadful turnip keep. Oh, the indignity.
Ah, Warden Commander. I represent Master Wade, the finest...
And bloody coldest. I can't feel my fingers.
finest armorer in Denerim. I thought, well, we thought that you might have need of an armorer.
Yeah.
My one glittering moment. The highlight of my career. And now I'm stuck at Turnip Keep.
Vigil's Keep. Vigil! Sorry, Warden Commander. You know how he gets. This is a temporary relocation. The Darkspawn are most active around Amaranthine. We thought we could help.
And I suppose the money the Crown paid us had nothing to do with it?
Shh.
Providing arms and armor for common soldiers. Oh, the indignity. If we are going to be so dreadfully plebeian, I don't suppose Amaranthine has any proper metal. Silverite? Viridium? Or are we back to bronze weapons? Stone clubs?
Wade has a point. He's happiest and fastest when presented with a challenge. If you come across any deposits of ore, let us know.
Found one in the basement.
Oh, of course.
Alright. Do you have a backpack? No. Elder Grey Wardens. Manual focus. Ah, you can respec. Alright, Manual Guardian. Probably get that. Okay. Heavy plate armor. Wade's Dragonbone plate armor. Yeah, that's way better than what I got. Rain swept. Alright, so... So I haven't tried it on this character, but there was a way to make infinite money by just like you drag it over wrong and then take it back. Yeah, so we're at 32 right now, and if we drag this, both mouse things, comes to 35, and if we take it back, we're at 34. So yeah, nothing's changed except we have more. So we can do this and get all the stuff that we want. The question is, does that count as cheating? And then the question is, do we care if that counts as cheating? I think it does and we don't. It's my theory. Because inventory management was never the part of this game I was the most excited about, you know? Clamshell plate armor. Plus we want to see what all these things look like, and we can't afford it right now. And if we can't afford it, how do we see what it looks like? So, naturally, we've got to get this stuff, right? 18... 39. Yeah, this'll work. Whoops. So the trick, you can do this at home. Left click, drag, right click now, holding it down, drop. See how that works? And then it sort of doubles up whatever the margin would be on a thing you buy. So if you do this with something really expensive, like we're going to get this clamshell and then start doing with that, then it multiplies much faster. So if we just keep doing this until we're at 155. There's also ways to dupe like stat books and stuff. I'm not going to do that because that feels more overtly like cheating. This is just ignoring the money management part of the game. But I did that on an alt just to unlock a bunch of choices I didn't want to actually spend time replaying the game for. And I'll show you at some point. Okay, then clamshell plate armor. Clamshell plate armor. Yeah, this is gonna go fast. Okay, we have 300 gold, that's plenty. What else should we get? Rain swept. Yeah, why not? Let's see what all this stuff is like. Storm chaser gauntlets. Wait, what did I put the... Yeah. Do 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 do. Okay. Anything else, do we? Heavy plant, blah, 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 blah. You can always come back. Is that what you gave this? Okay. Storm chaser. This is significantly better. Let's do that. All right. Clamshell plate armor. Okay, nice. This isn't as good, but we can give that to not Alistair. There you go. Rain swept, whatever that is, to you, sir. Polar gauntlets. You don't need that at all. Juggernaut plate boots, sure. No, wait, you've already had the other thing, huh? Okay. No, we're good, I think. Yep. Okay. Money.
You're back. You need anything? Oh, this will help a great deal. Viridium.
Armor and weapons could be made with this.
Commander, if you like, we could outfit your men.
Do it.
It wouldn't cost you anything, but some soldiers would have to guard the miners.
So I'm to make armor for all Amaranthine's rabble? Helen, you abuse me so. It's unconscionable.
Commander's orders.
Fine, I'll work. But I want a challenge one day. Something to sink my teeth into.
You're back. You need anything? Ah!
Alright, did you have weapons? Are these any good? Not particularly, are they? Alright. Oh, right, this. Okay, yeah. And that we were gonna let Ogren try, right? Guardian. What's Spirit Warrior? Inhabitants of the Fade who create augment moral and distinguish rhythms of the physical world. Interesting powers rarely not have distinction. Control type out and drawn. Allies survival. Hell yeah. We'll save that then. What's Guardian? Shield around a party member that absorbs an amount of damage based on Guardian's Constitution attribute. Okay. Now what? Now what? What's the other? Oh, right, that. No, I'm saving it. I'm saving it. And now, wouldn't you look at this? I have enough money to buy your
I
guns.
don't suppose you've reconsidered? Coin comes and goes, but dwarven walls never fall. It will be, Warden. Good luck to anyone who tries to breach these walls. Ah!
Ah! Okay. Are there any other people around here who need...
Samuel! Groundskeeper Samuel! Is that you?
Who? Maker's breath. If it isn't little Nate. I'd know that face anywhere.
Groundskeeper, I am overjoyed that you stayed on. Please, do you know how my brother died? And my sister? I was in the Free Marches.
Your brother died in the war. And Lady Delilah, don't you know? She isn't dead, son. Not that I know of. Last I heard, she married a storekeep in Amaranthine. Don't know which one. Poor girl.
Did you hear that? My sister is alive. I knew about my mother and heard my brother might be dead. I suppose I just assumed that Delilah was dead too. Could we ask around the shops next time we're in Amaranthine?
Sure, kid.
Thank you. I would be interested to know just what happened to her.
And because we're not the Kuzlin character, we won't even murder her when we find her.
Your wish is my command.
So one thing I like about the money hack, it makes compulsively opening every last chest and container you come across optional. So I'm going to do it anyway because I've trained myself, but technically I don't have to because this is all just to resell. I've got more money than I need, so we can leave it. We can keep weighed down by it. Or...
On it.
We can take it because I feel like we have to. But, you know. We don't technically have to. That's all this. We'll just keep dungeon. We'll just keep basement. We'll just keep throne room. Whoa. Okay. That makes sense. Anyone up here need anything? Nope, they've relocated. That's good. Money, 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 money. Okay. Isn't that Dinnerham? Forlorn Cove. The Banhorn. I don't remember, I guess, what the world map looked like, but I thought that... Oh, Forlorn Cove. Turnable Estate. Pilgrim's Path. Right. I don't know what's in the Forlorn Cove. Save first, I got stuff to do there. We'll hit the cove later, maybe. I mean, definitely, it's... We gotta see all the content, but... Or we freeze. Please don't. Alright. guess.
On it.
That stays on. Come on now. No. No, we're not leaving. We're hanging out. Can't go in there. Alright. Go in there.
Ah, it's the Warden Commander. The rumors about you did not overstate it. I have a business proposal. Look for me by the house near the gates. I promise it will be worthwhile. We'll all be dead when the Darkspawn come.
No, everyone always says that. We already beat him. That was the entire last game, guys.
I think I can help with that.
Yeah, we got that. That one, though. How do we get there? Like that. Alright, fair enough. Nope. Although...
I'll get on it.
It'll keep sparkling if we don't empty it, so I guess that's the reason at this point. Okay. Okay. That weird guy who wanted to talk, then wanted me to follow him.
You don't always wear robes, do you?
Not when I'm naked, I don't.
I mean when you run from the circle. Robes would make you easy to spot.
So does the big I'm a mage sign around my neck. I like to make it easy for the Templars.
Ah, so that's how it's going to be.
Ah, Warden Commander. I knew you'd come. You know an opportunity when it presents itself, no? I offer a partnership that would benefit us both. The bartender at a local inn has overstepped his bounds. He was hired to watch one of the entrances to our den, but now seeks to extort more coin. Terrible, isn't it? A person of your influence would have no trouble convincing him to open the passage. Return to me when this is done.
Who was this? Smuggler. Okay. Smugglers. Yeah, that could be handy for getting supplies. Which we need, right? Smuggler's Cove. Wonder if that's anything like the Forlorn Cove. Okay, okay.
They used to display the heads of traitors over that gate. I suppose my father is lucky his didn't end up there.
He really is. Your father sucks. I'm sorry, but... Okay.
Spare anything, sir. The family farm was burned by Darkspawn. They won't let us in the city.
What?
Looking for some company, Honeypie? I'm always available for riveting conversations with fine women.
Hell yeah.
For you, sweet cheeks, I'll be anyone. Now, you know about that. It's not really a cave, you know. More like a chasm. I can't take all the credit for finding the rift, you know. Mika here fell in first.
See, those are the ears I wanted. They're like huge and scary.
Well, it's quite a ways out of town. We were tracking a buck off in that direction, you see, before this Darkspawn mess. We'd been on his tail for about a week at that point. I'd wager he thought it was great fun leading us on a merry chase as he did. That buck was a sly one, he was. He had big feet and a... Oh, the chasm, yes. We saw it coming over a rise. It was really something to behold. A huge cleft, as though the Maker himself had cracked the earth in two, like an egg.
I like eggs.
It looked like someone had tried to build over it, but it must have been abandoned a long time ago. No one in town knew about it. People, I suppose. Maybe even the Darkspawn. Well, of course, we had to investigate. That was when Mika fell in. A shriek like you wouldn't believe, and he was gone.
Earth crumbled, not stable.
Right. And as Mika lay there yelling about his knee or his head or what have you, the Darkspawn appeared. More than a brood and less than a horde. They seemed occupied, like they had someplace really important they had to be. Didn't notice us at all, think the Maker.
The Darkspawn was so occupied as to overlook 2 screaming injured men. Boggles the mind.
I marked the chasm on my map so we could avoid it, but sounds like you want to know where it is, so here you go. So, we getting anything for our trouble? A whole sovereign. If there's ever a reason to fall into a Darkspawn pit, here it is. Maker bless you.
I'm rich, bitch.
Don't touch me! Don't!
Alright.
Why won't you let us in? The Darkspawn are coming.
It's the constables.
My pardon, sir. I was paid a whole sovereign to give this letter to you. I told him I did. There are easier ways of getting a message to the Commander of the Grey. Some visiting knight didn't catch his face. Full helmet, you know. He said he was Sir Wolf of Ravain.
Isn't that The Witcher?
Ah, the Dark Wolf, nothing but a rumour. Mind you, he was acting suspicious. No, sir. Again, my pardon.
But they don't look infected. And he has children.
Look, we let some in, we'll have the rest scratching at our eyes. No exceptions.
Make us spit on you, you heartless bastard.
What's going on?
I hate waiting, not knowing what will happen.
Those smugglers are bastards for taking advantage of the chaos.
Fuck the police. What's this? Nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope. Nope, 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 nope.
Don't touch me!
Right,
Don't!
Jesus.
If the smugglers keep driving up the price of supplies.
How do smugglers drive up the price of supplies? That's what I want to know. That's what blockades and economic sanctions do, not smugglers.
Excuse me, but I need to search your packs for smuggled goods. But I have to. Constable's orders. We've been having trouble with smugglers and...
What are you doing, man? Are you accusing the Commander of the Grey of smuggling?
But you said everyone...
You are dismissed. I apologize. Smugglers and thieves have all but taken over the city. We could certainly use your help in this. Come speak to me later if you're interested.
Okay. I'm in.
Greetings, Warden Commander.
Oh, you're right here. Alright, alright. Is that another quest to the pile?
Ah, Warden Commander. I take it you've decided to help us. With trade slowed to a crawl, smugglers have moved in, selling stolen goods at exorbitant prices. If we could shut down their operation and seize their supplies, we could distribute it to the needy. There is a smuggler doing business in the market. He probably knows where the hideout is. We haven't been able to get anything from him, but maybe you can.
So, if I fix the trade thing, though, then this ceases to be as big an issue, right? Makes sense to me. Okay, big... Is it a loop?
The Warden's taking over Vigil's keep is bad news.
Why?
The Warden's taking over
Why aren't the
Vigil's keep
Darkspawn
is
going
bad
away?
news. I hear it's a plot started by the Grey Wardens to get tithes from the nobles.
Well, that sounds like something we would do. Alright, Looks like it might be a big ring. Maybe a big U? It's a big O or a big U. Alright. What's your deal?
With trade halted, I can't get my silks from Denerim. It's just awful.
Hey! What you got? I guess we're cheating on money anyway. We should get all the tracings and recipes and stuff, right? Because, like, why not? Let's see. Yeah. Does make it somewhat faster, doesn't it? We're not saving money, we're not out to get money. Okay. Talon of the Skies. Great sword. Usaris. Frenzy. 17. Plus 5 damage. Usaris. 16.5 plus 10 damage versus dragons. Yeah, that's Ogren. You get Frenzy now. What else we got? Demon Slayer. Plus 20 versus Undead. That's huge. Twirl's Luck, Exalted Maul, Long Shot, Arrow of Filth. Blah, 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 blah. Manual. Yeah, sure. Heraldry Iduken. Heraldry Legion of the Dead. Pure Iron. Okay, another Aeold. Can I give you both? Aeod and Aeod? No, you don't have that yet. Can I learn you that thing? Like, why not, you know? What if just... Yeah. Nope. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. You also need more strength to use other things, apparently. That's fine, that's fine. Right, right. Cool. Okay. Got quest markers. All right. What are you?
Greetings. Could I interest you in? Wait a minute. My lad said they saw you talking to the. You'll learn not to stick your nose where it don't belong.
Excuse you?
I'm drunk.
Who just leveled up? Ogren? Okay. How these two axes work?
Why aren't you dead yet?
Hey.
There's that.
Nah, I don't need. All right. rid of the sparkle. Okay.
Oh, just die already.
Me? You know, we gotta get you something so you'll glow less, because... Oh, nope, we're out of those. Never mind.
On it. Right.
Okay. Did I finish a quest? What was that? Oh, right, okay. Where'd he go? Apothecary. Yeah, I need all these, please. Mage Bane, blah 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 blah. Recipes. All the recipes. Wait. No, well, you don't need 2 recipes of the same thing. That's not how that works. Elder Templars. Dragon's Peak Banhorn. Keeper. I don't remember what that one looks like. Okay, what if instead of wolf, we put in whatever this looks like?
I'm on it.
Mervis. I forget which one Mervis was. Is that the merchant?
Warden Commander! Thank the Maker you're finally here. I was afraid our messages never got through to you. Yes. Thank you for coming to the Guild. We need your help.
Sure, yes.
Our caravans are being attacked. The wagons are burnt to ashes, and there have been no survivors. It's gotten worse lately. People from the neighboring villages have found guards torn limb from limb and left in the village square.
Gross.
We don't know for sure. Communication has been difficult with the attacks, but people in the area said they saw monsters lurking in the shadows. Whatever it is, it's completely crippled trade between Amaranthine and Denerim. No one wants to travel the road through the Wending Wood. Can the Grey Wardens help at all? Oh, Maker, bless you and watch over you. If you can stop the killings, the Merchants Guild will make a hefty donation to your organization. You have my promise.
You guys.
Please let me into the city. Please, sir.
My dude? Kendrick.
Greetings, Warden Commander. You're the sort who delights in helping the common man, yes? May I direct you to the Merchants Guild's board?
Ooh.
Folk here often need goods from far-flung parts. They post the requests here. There is good coin in this, particularly with trade halted by the trouble on the roads. If you ever feel inclined, please take a look at the jobs available.
Find silks. Lost our legion silks. Blah, blah, blah. Seek someone to brave ancient statues. Okay, bear missing verses Canticle of Maphareth. Frowned upon, discretion, distant verses. Deliver charcoal rubbings. Okay. Sir Albert. Blackmarsh. Commissioned a sword. Asked him to hide the delivery and crave ordinary goods. Does not arrive. Time to strut. Grandmother's prized black pearl set in the pommel. Okay. Merchant's Guild. Lethal Antivan poison. Constable Aiden. Guild find a way to take this poison off the streets. Each bottle you recover. Alright.
It is so good to see you well, Commander.
Oh, what's this about? Still? Okay. Oh, why not? Is this Wolf?
I see you got my letter, Commander. It's an honor to meet you. In the flesh. The less you know of me, the better. But by some, I am called the Dark Wolf. In the depths of the city, there is murmuring. Murmuring that nobles want you dead. I'd like to help.
Please do. You know Grey Fox, though.
You see, I have hopes that the Wardens will prove more fit to rule this land than the late Arl Rendon Howe. His confederates are the conspirators. But to unearth their identities, I'll need resources. 50 sovereigns. It will be done. Give me some time.
Also, they have a lot of quests that just have money, so I don't feel as bad about it. What?
The whole quiet, stoic thing must get you a lot of action.
I ship it. Just gonna go around a big circle. Alright, what's this? The Crown and Lion. This the tavern. Okay. Okay. You guys have stuff? You do.
On it.
Did you?
As you wish.
Okay. Going to the bar where everybody knows your name. Bow, bow, bow. Something's ever there. Bow, bow, bow. Oh. Oh. Are we good? We're good.
I hear Hubert's gang got their hands on some moonshine. You think they'll sell some to me?
Hubert hates you.
That's a no, then.
I'm hungry.
I got a sore on my foot from working the fields. Want to see? It's bleeding and there's pus and everything.
Hell yeah.
No!
Whip it out.
What do you want?
I want to see the sore on your
We
foot.
should rise up.
Huh?
Rise up and take back power. Back from all those nosy guards and who watch us with their eyes.
Sure.
I'll do it. You just watch. Once I get another ale. Hey, you're that important person.
Yes? What?
Alright, which one's which?
Something I can do for you, friend? And who are you supposed to be that's asking? An elf? Yes, of course. Haven't seen that fellow Christoph for almost a week now. Not sure where he went. His room's paid up to the end of the month. I guess he expected he'd be here a while.
Alright.
Of course. Here you go. It's the last room at the end of the hall. If he comes back and gets upset, however, it's on your head.
I don't think that's how, Oh, yeah. I don't think that's how it works when someone entrusts you with their security.
What can I get for you, friend?
It's taken a while. Yep. Oh! We're out of money, even with our little trick. Okay, well, let's de-equip something expensive and use that.
What can I get for you, friend?
Oh, it sells for one. We need something more expensive than that. You can have this back. Awkward.
What can I get for you, friend? What? Did they put you up to this? Huh. If they can get the Warden Commander to do their dirty work, they can afford to pay me more. Huh. It's a start. It'll take me some time to move stuff out of the way. Come back soon and it'll be ready. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Okay. Yeah. Okay, what is Fleet Feet? I think I got some. Yeah, I got a plus 12 defense. That's better. Voice of Velvet. Bow of the Golden Sun. Alright, this is gonna be my new default. Don't have to take my clothes off to do the trick thing. You know what? These were good in like the last game, but I don't need them anymore. I got better stuff now. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Magister staff is still pretty good, but Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't know the difference between these. Looks like there is none. Do they look different? Might look different. Doesn't matter. Misery? Nah. Don't need that. Do you have a backpack? No. Got a manual for that, though. And Teven Crow's heraldry. What does that look like? I like the heraldry thing. Seems like it's kind of a waste of money, but I like that there's a, a visual customization option. Alright, who's got the shield? That, yeah, didn't care that much for that one. Let's see what it looked like. Eh. Okay, now, what's Keeper about? Let's find out. Keeper, what you got? What can keepers do? Keeper, one with nature. Bond with the earth creates defensive field, immobilizes the keeper, but inflicts nature damage and a penalty to movement speed on any enemy that enters the field. Well, that seems handy, so you're just sort of a standing turret. Comes roots from beneath the earth and inflict physical damage on all enemies within the field created by one with nature. No living thing can escape the cycle of life. All who fall return to the earth. Regain some health whenever a keeper spell inflicts damage. So you can kind of hold still and be that whole, yeah, you know what, yeah, let's try this out. Not on our warden, but let's try it on, you. Okay. Okay, then, okay. What else we got? Gotta check out a room. Who are you?
Looking to wet your whistle, stranger?
Yeah.
My, but you're a bold one. I'm very tempted. Perhaps you'll settle for a drink instead. Got some mead from the coast on special, and it's not even that bad. Yes, I remember him. You'll want to speak to my boss over at the bar.
The Archdemon.
But Andraste could call on the Maker.
That would be cheating. Are you calling Andraste a dirty cheater?
She cheated on her husband, didn't she?
What's behind these guys? What's over here? Anything? Some stuff. Booze for Ogren. And oil. Alright. Where are we at? Where are we at?
By my ancestors, this is a...
Is this what I think it is? It is. That's the Howe crest burned into the wood right there. This is my grandfather's bow. Or rather, my grandfather was the last to use it. It was originally made for an ancestor during the Exalted Marches. Not broken. I heard that only a Howe can enable the enchantment. I remember finding it before Father sent me to the Free Marches. A shame for it to sit in storage. Thank you. It's good to have a part of my family's legacy again. Something to be proud of.
Alright. I don't know where I got that, but I'm glad I did. Okay. That's too many pillows. Why do people have so many pillows? How many heads you got, you know? No. Hey. de-equip the shit that I chose. You punk. Smuggler's Cove, huh?
I'll take care of it.
More recipes. Okay. Kristoff's Crocus, I assume. Kristoff's Mementos. Which is a gift. I guess we're gonna recruit Kristoff at some point, probably. That'd be cool. I like Kristoff.
I'm here.
I like his name. Okay. That didn't tell me a whole lot. Search the room for clues to the grave, so I'm still not. What else is here? Do I gotta check the codex? Is that what they're gonna make me do? Archons, Ancient Elf Armor. Now this is the whole. How do I back out of it? There we go. Items, creatures, notes. Letter from Ara. Sister and her babe are well. Expect me at Vigil's Keeps in the month. Cold and wet, make sure your socks are dry before you put them on. It's like $1,000 spot when it comes to clean clothes and dry socks. Your host can't wait to see you. Love, Ara. Alright. That doesn't tell me much. What's this? Map of... Oh!
I don't think we should dally here.
Shut up. Okay, Black Marsh again. Alright, alright.
As you wish.
Okay, okay, alright, okay. It's a little slower than the core game. I think there's a lot more sort of going around trying to figure out what to do next, but that's alright. First game started a little railroady, which I don't mind in video games, but... Okay, so... Alright, what's this?
So, you think there's an apothecary around here somewhere?
You got VD?
Well, yeah, I don't want to bother you with this, you being my boss and all. Right. Look, for the past few days I've had this burning rash. The skin's actually got a sort of greenish look to it. I didn't touch anything. You know, I bet it's that Grey Warden stuff we had to drink.
That would make sense, actually.
I'm special. Yeah, I'll just see if I can't find some nice minty balm somewhere in this town.
Hey. More quests. Wow? Hold on. My squad.
With trade halted, I can't get my silks from Denerim. It's just awful.
Join my squad.
Oh, it is so good to see you, my friend. I contemplated visiting you at Vigil's Keep, but things got busy. The College of the Magi is convening in Cumberland, and I must attend. Hopefully, all this will blow over before it's begun. But you have enough on your mind as it is. I shan't trouble you with this further.
You know me.
Very well. Then perhaps you should know that something stirs within the fraternities. The Libertarians wish to pull away entirely from the Chantry. And if they get enough support...
Pull away entirely? That's madness. I hate Chantry oversight as much as the next mage, but they can't just decide to leave. This is a recipe for disaster.
Well, it could turn out to be nothing, but keep your ear to the ground anyway. Now, I have a great many preparations to make before I leave for Navarra, but perhaps there is something you can do for me. One of my colleagues, Ines, has spent the last few months in the Wending Wood. The Circle has been unable to reach her, given the trouble in the area. If you happen to find yourself in the wood on your travels, perhaps you could tell her about the meeting of the college.
Sure.
Oh, who knows, rooting around in the dirt for some obscure plant or other, most likely. She has a keen interest in gardening. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant botany. Hobbies and eccentricities aside, Ines is a well-respected mage and a voice of reason, something we could use on our side. The hour is late and I must go. It was wonderful to see you again. Take care, my friend.
Secretly, I think that's great, and I'm with the Libertarians in the game only, not, you know, the American pedophiles they tend to be. Yeah, I said it. But Alathiel doesn't like the Chantry much either.
Let's get started.
This. Templars seek samples of wood from ancient Sylvans. Also the Wending Wood. Okay, okay. Cruel thugs preying upon women, taking refuge inside the city walls, threatening these poor, desolate souls with violence. Okay. Templars require assistance of one experienced with dealing with mages. Okay, speak to whoever. Injury kits. 5 injury kits. I think I have those. Right now.
Give shelter to the weary and lift up the weak. In time, the Maker will see and smile upon your deeds.
Cool. Let's fight. Let's everybody fight. What's here? What's this?
Waiting.
Do the thing. Yeah, alright. Gonna be a fight. Gonna be a fight.
Only one shall stand!
Help me out with this guy, because when he explodes, everyone. There we go. Cool.
Right.
Okay. Is there anything else down here that I was missing because I was charging those guys? Looks like not. We're good, we're good, we're good. Are we back at the front city? We are. So many goons. Alright.
The guards will help you.
No mercy!
Oh. Alright, just give me them.
You're mine! merciful! Clean up!
Scum called in some help.
What was that? The scum called in some help? Scum.
Got them all.
What? Who?
This should be easy enough.
Alright.
Don't touch me! Don't! This should be easy enough. As you wish.
Okay, okay. Oh, they're still guys. Maybe it's subtle, like. What? Got quiet. Is it gonna go in? Nope. There we go.
On it.
Alright, so that should be the city's entire supply of thugs, right? That was a lot. Speed up. There we go.
You could have used your influence to help the people of this city. But you're just a common murderer. I've nothing to say to you.
What'd I do?
I've nothing to say to you.
Ah. Oh, okay. So I got nobody's on my side. Well, that's not fair. I killed like 30 of them, guy. Oh no. I'll see if they've uncovered their tunnel and go down and get the rest, I guess. What else was in town? I still haven't found Nathaniel's like sister. She's here somewhere, right? Alright, alright. Where's the tunnel?
Ready.
this a tunnel? Can we not go into it? Looks like we can't go into it. Alright. Sure? Okay. Well, that was kind of opaque. Don't love these load times. I feel like this is a lot of the time spent in this game so far. The expansion, I mean, not in general. Well, I mean in general, but, you know. I also haven't noticed that texture glitch during blood squares, so there's also good things. Alright, to the chantry, then. There was a guy inside that we need to talk to, right? Yep. Yep, 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 yep. Okay. Let's see, what's this? Hey.
Is anywhere safe? Anywhere at all?
You're safe.
The Darkspawn was supposed to go away when the Archdemon died. In Amaranthine, it's worse than before.
I'll do it.
Sure. There you go.
May I help you? I am fortunate indeed that the Commander of the Grey has taken a personal interest in this matter. I'm sorry our note was vague, but Amaranthine is a hotbed of Maleficar activity. Details of who and what they were about would undoubtedly get back to them. Apostates and Maleficarum are all too common across the nation, alas. I have worked with an artist to create these sketches of the three suspects. If you could confront them and question them, you would be doing the Maker's work.
Do we see the sketches? No, Anders disapproves. Who are you?
It's not like Karam to be gone this long. I was sure I would find him at the inn.
Follow the example of Andraste and reflect upon the chant of life.
It's not Christoph, that's someone else.
Do well to heed this lesson and join us in prayer. Have you delivered your annual tithe to the chantry, sir? You may be overdue.
Oh, I'm gonna burn you with a stake. Okay. Alright. Go through your desk or anything? No? Boring. The wait times are rendering this a boring game. That's not a good, it's not a good sign. Do I have... It's task manager. Is something open? No. No. Nothing's competing for CPU with it. Nothing's competing for disk space. Nothing's competing for memory. It's just slow. Anything else up here? Abandoned warehouse, huh?
Templars. Bloody everywhere. Must stay sharp. Templars. Bloody everywhere. Must stay sharp.
Following you.
Templars. Bloody everywhere. Must stay sharp.
You bloody bastard! You won't catch me!
That was pretty good lightning. We should have put him through the joint. Let's walk up to him and be like, I can script you. I can script you. I can script you.
I guess you can buy anyone with gold. Even Grey Wardens.
I didn't fucking... Well... Is it worth loading up something else? No, it hasn't auto-saved forever. Alright.
Keep calm, keep normal. Yeah. Must keep calm, keep normal. Yes. Everything is fine.
Delilah? Is that really you?
Nathaniel, I had feared the worst.
Huh.
Times must have been hard, Delilah. But you can do better than this. Come back to the estate until we find somewhere else.
What? Oh, Nathaniel, I didn't marry Albert out of desperation. I adore him. I was so glad to get away from Father's evil. This life is so much better.
Father's evil? Isn't that overstating things a little? He got caught up in politics.
You weren't here. You didn't see what he did, Nathaniel. You want the culprit who destroyed our family? It was him, without question.
I had no idea.
Of course you did. But you always worshipped Father, right from when you were a little boy. Come, brother, let us sit and catch up a bit, shall we?
Bye.
She said she wants me to come back. Once all this is done. Meet her husband. She's due by the spring. She seems happy. She said Father deserved to die. I still can't believe it. I thought he had his reasons. It was a war for Andraste's sake. Before I went to the Free Marches, he was never... How could he have changed so much? What if I'd never left? I didn't have much choice, but still. I wish I'd known some of this sooner. I feel like such a fool. Now please, let's get back to our business. I need to think.
Alright. Oh. I thought Nathaniel looks like 9 feet tall, just because we're elves and dwarves in this party mostly. Spirit Shard. Cool. That's 2 or 3, I guess. What was the... Okay. What was the other place? We go up to the walls or something? They're not there, I guess. This is the mysterious warehouse, right? No?
I've nothing to say to you.
Alright, well, I'll execute you later.
The wardens are nothing but a bunch of criminals.
Not gonna help you when the time comes. Well, you guys to die.
This should be easy enough.
It's your fault for having a weird quest that I couldn't play both sides of.
The wardens are nothing but a bunch of criminals.
Alright. Are we back down? Okay. There's not much up there.
Doors busted down, skulls thumped, and vices preyed upon. But I have answers. I could not unearth the conspirators' identities. They are paranoid. But I know they meet at Old Stark's farm on the Ferroval Plains. Make her be with you.
Alright. Let's go kill them before they kill me. The Black Marsh, Windingwood, Forlorn Cove, Old Stark's Farm, Knotwood Hills. That's where the hunters went. Turnoble Estate, I still don't know what that's about. First things first. What is this? I don't remember. Yes. Yes. Nothing. Just gonna hang out here. I'm just gonna hang out here and watch the map. I can make dinner or something. Can we count down at least? Like, we're talking 30 seconds, we're talking 5 minutes. There we go. Mercs.
It's the command.
Yeah, you have Lord Guy, Lord something, Lisa something, mercenary, Crow assassin, Sir Timothy, Lord, I still can't see, Lord Lisa Pacton, Lord Guy, Lord Lisa Pacton, your bump. Sir Timothy, close to Lord Lisa real quick. Yeah. Mercenary. You guys can just leave if you want.
Is it just me or do you want to take a chance?
Somehow.
Alright. Hey. Money. All right. Save. want that. Hey, why aren't you summoning bear all the time? I want bears around. Self any, activate, usability. Use item. Activate mode. Summon bear. Yeah. Always have a bear. Will he stay adorable if I get this next level of it? Or does he turn into one of those Barascarns or whatever? What do I still... Alright, save one. Okay. Okay. You. You. Okay, so what is this? What is all this? Uh-oh. Why is it shadowy? What did I do? What did I do? Did I change something? Is that what that is? Alright. It's a nice farm, though. I can see having meetings here. Can we go inside? We cannot. No. 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 Alright. Oh. Can't be that way. Can we go through the windmill? No. Whoops. No, no. I meant to go to the keep. Oh well. We'll just, wait through 4 or 5 hours of loading, then go to the cape. No problem. Keep, not cape. Yep. Okay. Fuck. Got iron ore for you or something.
You're back. You need anything?
Oh, I guess I don't.
Oh, of course.
Buy stuff from me, though. Yep. 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 That's pretty good. I'll keep that. That's not. That's not. That's not. These are all gifts. Okay, okay. Okay.
How do the Templars always find you, Anders?
Incredibly angry. That's how they find me.
There must be some trick to it, surely.
They began recruiting women. The male Templars never stopped to ask for directions.
You're impossible to talk to.
I do my best. Shall we get a move on?
Alright.
You know, I'm actually not the first How to be a Grey Warden. Or maybe he did. It was my grandfather we're talking about. His name was Padric Howe. He joined the Order before it returned to Ferelden just after the war. Never contacted his family again. Just vanished. Now that I know about the joining, I think he died.
Oh.
I know that now. Father always said he was a horrible man for abandoning the family to join a pointless cause. I grew up ashamed of my grandfather. But now I see his bravery. That will take some getting used to. My father often forgot that nobility has another meaning. I told you that the bow you gave me was my grandfather's, didn't I? Thank you for that. At any rate, we should probably get back to it. There are Darkspawn to kill, I'll bet. Somewhere.
Alright, alright. Gotta kill all those guys.
Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you want the ceremony to end, I mean. There's really only two who can offer real support in the war. Lord Edelbreck, master of the Firavel Plains, controls more farmland than anyone else. He's powerful and popular. Ban Esmeralda rules the city. Wealthiest in the room by far. She may not be loved, but she cannot be ignored.
Didn't I just kill you?
It's an honor to have you as our liege, Commander.
I just killed you. Maybe there's several.
Should we get a move on?
May I be of service? Of course.
Alright, let's see, let's see. Sure. Do we have more dialogue?
Now
This is what I'm talking about. Skirts, drink, and music. You think one of them would give a dwarf a go? Or maybe two of them.
Can I order them to? Dumont's spine. Oh, right, that was the one. Okay. Okay, that's what the forlorn code's about. Let's do that real quick and call it a day. So, stop a kidnapping. I always feel good about that.
Yes. Yes.
So, mage, huh? What's it like?
To have all this power at my fingertips.
No, to always have to wear a skirt.
Oh, you don't know the story behind the robes. You know how strict things are in the circle, right? Well, of course you do. Well, the robes make quick trysts in the corner easy. No laces or buttons, you're just, well, you're done before the Templars catch on.
Really?
Just ask anyone.
That makes sense. Is it open yet?
The men are still clearing the rubble in the basement. They'll be finished soon.
Alright, alright. Let's go be Liam Neeson for a minute. I should get an actual instrument. I've been an avid table drummer my whole life, but like, that's not a thing. Do other people's streams have to wait this long? Is it just me being a huge pain in the ass? Because I feel it's impacting my entertainment quality. Well, this is cool. What do we got here? Yeah, I like this. Oh.
Another step and poor Lady Eileen dies. Where's Lord Bensley? The deal was he'd give us the money himself. Orc, show her. Hand over the gold. Now. Orc, send her over. The money. Now. Defend yourselves, men.
Is that it for the day? No. I mean, everybody liked that. you a, yeah, sure.
Armed and dangerous, ready for action.
Okay.
On it.
Mosley the Snake. That sounds familiar. Don't know why that sounds familiar. Okay.
Let's get started.
What was the other place? Chernobyl Estate. I don't even know what was there, but I know it was a possible destination before these other ones populated. I don't know what that one is. I should check that one too. Oh.
Right.
Someone leveled up. Cash money. This looks very similar to the place it just was. Chasing. Alright, was there stuff we can do here? Can't so much help her. Y'all got pretty hurt there, but I didn't catch when. It definitely happened. Andrews died, but when? why the frame rate suddenly dropped to like 3 per minute. Is that it? Just show up here when I fight some guys. Good wife Lena Turnbull. That update anything? I don't remember what the all right. Yeesh. Okay, what's that? The Black Marsh. Winding Wood. Knotwood Hills. We got a chasm. We got a missing warden. We got trade and stuff. We also got, you know, other stuff to do today, and might pick it up tomorrow or day after. But I do like this game. It's just everything's taking so long. Like, what's going on with this, you know? So long.
You're quite a dirty little dwarf, aren't you?
You're quite the dirty little mage.
I do my best. Still, I'm no ale-swilling mountain of belches like you.
And I'm no winking, slack-jawed coward like you.
True. We should form a club.
Maybe we don't like Anders that much.
Commander. Just give me a moment.
Hey. Cool.
I see that Lord Edelbreck wastes no time in canvassing you for soldiers to defend his farms. Do not be deceived, Commander. His livelihood is all he cares about. Amaranthine is the jewel of the Arling, and she must be protected. Pragmatism. A farming hovel can be rebuilt with straw and mud. Amaranthine was built over generations. If she falls, then this great Arling will be diminished.
Wealth is well and good, but what measure do you put to human life? The folk in the country outnumber your city dwellers many times over.
I would not be so vulgar as to violate the decorum of this event. Commander?
know what that's one about. Defending no? Did I finish already? Defending the land. Defending the land. Defending the land. Defending the land.
Commander.
It's an honor to have you as our liege, Commander.
I could have sworn I killed you.
Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you want the ceremony to end, I mean.
Yep, we're done.
As you wish, Commander. Clear the hall. The Commander has business to attend to. Commander. As you wish, sir. The Orlesian wardens were uneasy that the Dark... Christophe was a fortnight ago. He left in a bustle. As best we figure, he went to the city, Amaranthine. Wiser men... if they found some other purpose.
Okay. Okay. We talk?
No rest for the wicked, huh?
Nope, never. Alright, well, alright, we got 3 places to go. And we'll go to them next time. So you sort of get a feel for what this game's gonna be like, I think. Kind of a miniature version of the first one, but I like that. I like the first one, so that's fine. Yeah. See you folks tomorrow.